Hello, Houston Texans fans. Today, we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Houston Texans. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Texans 2025 draft pick profile. QB Graham Mertz, a quarterback. With Davis Mills entering a contract season and the Houston Texans losing Case Keenum to the Chicago Bears, the two-time defending AFC South champions need another option as a solid QB3 with QB2 potential. In the 6th round, Nick Caserio saw a chance to land a long-term backup in Florida's Graham Mertz, a 6-year college football player. Mertz began his career at Wisconsin, but never lived up to his high-profile rookie performance with the Badgers, failing to top 20 touchdowns in a season while throwing double-digit interceptions the past 2 seasons. The Kansas native transferred to Florida in 2023, where he began to show his vaunted potential. He posted career highs in completions, 261, passing yards, 2,903, touchdown passes, 20, and completion percentage, 72.9, while also setting program records for consecutive passes without an interception, 239. Florida expected Mertz to build on that success in 2024, but he suffered a concussion in Week 3 that sidelined him for 2 weeks. He then tore his ACL, which ended his college career 5 games into 2024. Here's a quick rundown on Mertz. The basics: height, 6'3", weight, 217 pounds, age, 24, from Overland Park, Kansas. Breakdown. Houston gains a potential backup for the future. In the mobile Mertz, the Florida starter is a good size at 6'3" and 215 pounds, along with solid athleticism. He's battled injuries, but he has an NFL-level arm and decent accuracy. The Texans should be excited about the Jonah Jackson trade after the latest rumors. The Houston Texans need to do everything they can to replace their aging and declining offensive line, as it took an incredible effort from CJ Stroud to lead the team to the playoffs and beat the Chargers. The free agent market may not be very fertile. If the Texans want to use the veteran trade market to improve their roster, Los Angeles Rams guard Jonah Jackson could be a reasonable target. Jackson has reportedly been granted permission to seek a trade just 1 year after signing a 3-year contract worth more than $50 million. Jackson's value as a player is at an all-time low, as his glory days with the Detroit Lions appear to be far behind him after playing just a handful of games last season. The Texans need someone with a pulse on the interior, and Jackson's ceiling could make him a trade target worth acquiring at a low price. Texans likely to make moves to trade for Rams guard Jonah Jackson. Jackson has proven that life outside of Ben Johnson's Detroit offense isn't always a bed of roses. The Pro Bowl guard was injured almost immediately in Los Angeles and started just 4 games before being released. This is a reclamation project, plain and simple. The Texans, who recently hired former Rams assistant coach Nick Caley as their offensive coordinator, can count on their familiarity with Jackson as they try to get him back to his prime in the Detroit era. Pairing him with a tackle like Laramie Tunsil should create a very positive environment for his growth. Houston could look to a younger player to find one of its starting point guards, especially in a draft that could land Alabama's Tyler Booker and Missouri's Armon Membu in the 1st round. However, trading for Jackson could free them up to target a top wide receiver. A double-team offensive line is also a very real possibility. Jackson's contract is expensive, but the Texans can afford to absorb such a deal while Stroud is still on his rookie contract. It wasn't that long ago that Jackson was a high-level starter, and he could get back on track in an offense as dynamic as the one Caley has built in Houston.